Welcome to our video series introducing you to Microsoft Excel. In this video, we'll provide a quick overview and show you the power of Excel functionality. In this set of videos, I'm going to be talking you through getting up and running and getting productive with Microsoft Excel. And I'll be doing these demonstrations largely in Excel 2000 and also in Excel 2003. And as I record this, those are not the very latest versions of Excel, but I've often found that there isn't really much need to upgrade to the latest version. Because if you look here, this is Excel 2000, and this is Excel 2003, and apart from this slightly different interface, the functionality is pretty much identical. I've found that in Word and a lot of other Microsoft software. Apart from Windows, which frequently changes drastically from version to version, and when I say drastically, often there aren't huge cosmetic changes, but what's going on behind the scenes is often quite drastic. For example, the engines that drive Windows XP and Windows Vista are completely different. But with Excel and Word, there often isn't a large amount of difference, specifically when it comes to the functionality. Okay, here is Excel 2000, and this is the standard spreadsheet view. You have these cells where information can be placed. And whereas Word has really been created to allow you to create documents, and PowerPoint has been created to allow you to create presentations, and even though there is overlap between all these, Word focuses on documents and PowerPoint focuses on presentation, Access on databases, and Excel on spreadsheets, or really handling a lot of numerical data. For example, if you're wondering which software to do your latest accounts in, Excel would be the obvious choice because it makes making basic calculations very easy. And again, this is the basic spreadsheet view. For example, we can put together a quick demo spreadsheet. So let's say month, money in, money out, money left over. Then let's stretch out these columns a little bit. So let's quickly fill out January through December, and I'll do that now. Okay, I've filled in the months, and I'm selecting money in. Let's say 1,000. Money out, 800. For February, let's say money in 1,300, money out 500. And just for example's sake, let me fill in some more numbers. And okay, I've quickly put some figures in. Money in for January, 1,000, money out, 800, 1,300 in for February, and 500 out, and so on. There's no particular rhyme or reason to these numbers because this is just a quick example. Okay, so money left over. We could obviously work it out by hand, but as an alternative, we could start making use of Excel's functionality. I won't go into too much detail now, but let me just quickly set this up. And okay, I put together a quick equation, and you put together equations in Excel. And there you go, there's the syntax. But I won't go into too much detail now, but there's the syntax. Equals sum, B2 minus C2. So B2 is this cell. That's B2. C2 is this cell. So the value of B2 minus the value of C2 is here. And we did that automatically with this formula, which we entered into this cell here. So the number appears automatically. And what I can do is edit, copy, and select from here down to here, hold down the Shift key and select that, edit, paste, and it automatically changes the equation. So now, this row automatically has the equation sum equals B3 minus C3, which is this minus this. And this one automatically has B4 minus C4. So if you copy and paste in Excel, it does it intelligently. So it automatically updates the formula so it makes sense for that row or that particular area of the spreadsheet. So here, for example, it's B11. B11 is here minus C11. And that value is 136, or 781 minus 645 equals 136. And then here you have a minus figure, and you can see how that works. So you set up a formula, and it makes your calculations a lot easier. And then if you change the number here, for example, let's change it to 4,000, press enter, the value here automatically changes. So once you start setting up these formulas on your spreadsheet, when you change one value, you instantly see how it affects everything else. And finally, the last row, totals. So in this column, total for all the money in, what we can do is select all the numbers in this column and use this, the auto sum feature, and what will happen in the totals cell, instantly the total appears. It does it for us. We selected what we wanted to add up, and Excel does it for us automatically. And there's the formula, sum B2 colon B13. So B2 to B13. Let's press escape, and there we go. There's our total for our formula, and it comes to 15,555. Do the same here. Select those and auto sum, and there we go. Some funny numbers coming up with the total, but then what we can do here is, rather than typing it out, is right-click and copy this, click here, left-click there, right-click and paste, and we've pasted a sum, the formula, the B14 minus C14. B14 is this, minus C14, which is this. So there's the money left over at the end of the year, 7,848. And if we change another number, you'll see how this number here, and this number here, and this number here change automatically. So let's change 1,800 to 3. And instantly it updates this total, and this total. That's where the power of Excel is. By setting up formulas, it automatically updates all the other related information for you once you've set up your spreadsheet correctly. So that's really where the power of Excel comes in. It's formulas. Formulas which you can specify. So again, this formula here, which it helped you do automatically, with the auto sum feature. And there's the syntax, equals sum, and in brackets, B2 colon B13. So you're asking Excel to please add up B2 through B13 and put it in the cell just below. But this will be covered in a lot more detail later. Really, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you go to File, Open, that's wrong. If you go File, New, in Spreadsheet Solutions, it just gives you some samples. And I have them open, and you can see how much and how amazingly, really, you can camouflage the fact that it's a spreadsheet. So here, Village Software. And this is really a spreadsheet, but it looks like a form just to be filled in. Or another example, Invoice. And it will calculate all the totals for you, so you can just enter the details right in here. And as well as accepting numbers, it also accepts text values. And obviously you can't do any calculations with text values, but it does accept that information. Or in this example, you can go to Customize and fill in the information directly here. Okay, and lastly, another one. An expense statement, another demo. And you can even have such advanced features as clicking here and being able to add employees directly into a spreadsheet. So depending on how far you want to go with Excel, it can be incredibly powerful. If you go to Customize here, you can just type in the information directly there if you want. And so that's a quick introduction to Excel, what it is, how powerful it can be once you really start using its formulas, and these are just examples of how far you can go with Excel, away from just the basic spreadsheet, and how powerful certain uses of it can be.